Okay, the live stream has started.
Okay, thank you very much, Lance. We appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the small delay, but this is the Harford County Delegation meeting for legislative session 2026. And we do just want to let you know that this is being recorded live and is you can find it on the MGA website. And we will actually be going through our agenda. I'm going to start with a word of prayer, and all recipients, you can just remain seated through the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance so that we're all on camera. And I will start that now. Dear Lord, thank you for yet another day for us to wake up and enjoy this wonderful sunshine and the snow. Bless us and continue to be with us as we do the constituents' work, and continue to watch over us, that we're very respectful of our neighbors. And as we go through these bills, Lord, let us again do our due diligence to do what is right for the citizens of Maryland as a whole. And we thank you for this day and continue to be with each and every one of us. In your name, amen. Okay, and then I'm going to ask Delegate Andre Johnson to do the pledge for us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Delegate Johnson. So again, welcome everyone. We will go through the old business first. So I believe Delegate McComas is on, and if she could make a motion to approve last week's minutes. Unmute.
Two mutes. Madam Chair, I move to approve the minutes of January 22nd, 2026.
Second.
Okay, I have a first and I have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, the motion has been passed and the minutes have been approved from last week. Now we're going to move on. Short agenda today. The business of, actually, this is still old business because we discussed this a little bit last week. But anyway, we're going to discuss LR 2048, alcoholic beverages, Class HC Health Club license, hours of sale. We do have joining us this morning, Mr. Keith Rawlings, and he is the owner of the Arena Club. And he is here this morning to address some of the questions that came up last week from our delegation. And I think the easiest way to do that is everybody, the members do have a copy of the questions and has a copy of Mr. Rawlings' answers. I'll just go over right down the list, and after every question, I'll give Mr. Rawlings' answer that he gave, and then we can open it up to questions just in case that doesn't clarify it for some of our members. So we'll go ahead and start with that. The first question that we asked was, what is the reason for the request of the 2-hour extension? And Mr. Rawlings had mentioned that the extension is requested to accommodate league play, which runs until 11 p.m. So I'm going to give Mr. Rawlings a moment if you want to add anything to that, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Well, first, thank you for everyone's time and for all you do for Harford County. Yes, we have been extending our hours of operation to accommodate some, the growth of pickleball has been tremendous, but we're also doing a lot of league play. And then we cut it, if we cut the bar at 9 and then we're still playing till 10, 11 o'clock, we have some of our members saying, oh, we wish we would have had the opportunity that the people earlier would have had. So we're just looking to get 2 more hours. We don't want it to be a bar where we're open after midnight. And, I have a saying that nothing good happens after midnight. So we're just looking to add a couple hours to accommodate some of our member uses.
Okay, thank you very much. And now I will open it up to questions for our members. Do I see any questions? I see Delegate McComas.
Just briefly, have you kind of coordinated with the liquor board that they're good with this? Because as long as they're good with it, that's what their job is, kind of. Then that's a great thing, because they're our monitor as far as the alcohol laws and everything. So have you gotten kind of, they're okay with it?
I have not communicated with them. I do know that when we first went in and we had the hours from 1 to 9 p.m. They were fine with that. I don't see any problems, with extending it with them. I mean, I could certainly inquire, but no, I have not talked to the liquor board at all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Delegate McComas. I can answer that, but I also see Delegate Griffith's hands up. Delegate Griffith.
Thank you, Madam Chair. To Delegate McComas, when Mr. Rollins brought this to my attention, I brought it not only to Teresa, but also to Delegate Riley, but also to the liquor board president. And at the time, they told me they had no issue with it. So,
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Griffith. Also, at the liquor pre-legislative session that we had back in Harford County, with the liquor board, I mentioned that I would, draft this bill, and they seemed to be fine with that. The only difference is that they had mentioned that it was 1 hour. So I will have to follow up with the liquor board and to see if they're okay with the 2 hour extension, but they were certainly fine with the 1 hour. So I will follow up on that. Delegate McComas?
Just a suggestion. Obviously, if they're fine with it, I just think to make sure that this goes through smoothly would be we get a letter from them saying they're good with it,
Yeah.
and just so we don't have any problems, because things have kind of changed as far as the committees and everything, and I don't know where 2A is at this point, if it's the new committee or not. But I just think that would be, it's all it is a letter, and that would be great that we would have it in the file and for the legislative history.
Thank you, Delegate McComas, and we certainly will do that. I see Delegate Steve Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Rollins, how much is a day pass?
We don't really do day passes. So we have 3 levels of membership. We have what's called a gold member, which was the first initial sign up of people that signed up for pickleball. And they have a lot more advantages of how they can register for courts and playtime. Then we have what's called a silver membership, which is a less yearly premium, but they pay a higher court rate. And then we have what's called a bronze. A bronze is, when anyone would come in, because we want to make sure we have all the information when someone comes in and liability forms are signed, they become a member. So a bronze member can come in and they would pay $25 to become a bronze member, but then they pay a higher rate every single time that they would come in. So we really don't do day passes unless someone would, bring a friend that said, hey, they're thinking about joining. We would have them, sign a guest waiver. But then we would put them into, if they wanted to continue play, they would have to go into one of those levels of memberships.
Okay, and how late are your courts open?
Excuse me?
How late are your
We've been
courts
running
open?
our leagues. Normally we would have been closing at 9, but we've been starting to run some of our leagues until 11.
Okay.
So, and especially with the level of play and the weather, we're really, pickleball is really taken off. It's been a really incredible sport, and it's a social sport too, where people not only play, but then they'll sit around and just talk for an hour after they get done. I think it was, kind of really came about when everything happened with COVID. Everybody started playing pickleball in their driveways, and it was just a way people would get together outside. And now it's become also an indoor play activity as well.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Okay, so it looks like Delegate Johnson kind of moved down the list. So why don't I just, everybody had the list of questions. If you see any other questions that you may have within that, then just feel free to go ahead and discuss that now. I do see a hand from Larry Richardson, and he is here on behalf of the county executive, Bob Castley. Larry.
Good morning, Madam Delegate. Good morning, Mr. Rollins. Just a question we wanted to check with, a bit of a concern that rises as based on what we've heard so far. The question becomes, for a lack of a better way to put it, could this become the beginning of a slippery slope where other clubs start asking for extensions, or other entities start to express and seek a longer time period, kind of for the same reasons, similar reasons that may exist right now. It's just a concern that we have.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Richardson and Mr. Rawlings, and then I'll have a comment as well.
I mean, I guess I would probably ask. I'm not really understanding that question, so help me out a little bit more with that.
Okay, I think
I
what
mean,
he's
I'm not
asking-
sure what you meant by the slippery slope. I think that, we have no intention of, like I don't know if you were on the call when I said nothing good happens after midnight. We don't want to be a bar. We're not open to the public. We're just doing something that satisfies our membership base, kind of like Maryland Golf and Country Club does for their golf members or any other, golf facility. So we just, when we first put the bill in, it was drafted that we would go from 1 to 9 p.m. And that was just because of our hours. And now some of our hours are moving to accommodate some of our league play. And we're doing things to have more opportunities for people to get their play time in that, we would not be asking for extensions on, anything past 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I do want to mention that this particular liquor law is specific, to health clubs. And it's very specific in, how it was created with, with the pool and the pickleball area. So it's already, very limited to a certain extent. And I think the main caveat of it is that it is truly a membership club. So it's not like you're having the public come in and, walk off the streets and just come in and sit at the bar and have a drink. I personally do not see, but again, I'm just one. I don't see that this would be any type of slippery slope. But, that's for everybody to have their opinion in that. But I do believe that it's narrow enough that that would not happen. I see Delegate Griffith's hand was up first. Delegate Griffith.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And to Mr. Richardson, I want to just echo the chair's remarks. This is a narrow scope. And how do we prevent this from becoming a slippery slope where our delegation does? So as a delegation, we're not looking, at least for me, I can't speak for the entire delegation, but we're not looking to give everybody liquor licenses and extend and create all these different rules. We, for me and my support for this, we already created this. We're looking to extend it slightly to accommodate the folks in the county. This is not just the arena club, by the way. Any health club that fits under that description also can benefit from this. So we're not looking to expand who's eligible for this or create a new license. We're just looking to slightly extend the hours. So, and again, I believe this would not create a slippery slope, but I appreciate the concern. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Delegate Griffith. Next, I see Delegate Steve Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I understand Mr. Richardson's just wanting to be cautious. And as a delegation, we have to be cautious and we have to be fair to other businesses in the county. So, Mr. Rawlins, as we expand hours here for the bar, or is the club tied to any food to alcohol sales ratio?
No. We provide like pretzels and chips and bagged items, but we also have an arrangement with next door at Naughty Dogs. If somebody wants to call and have an order delivered, they walk it across the street. But no, we're not a food provider.
And you're not tied by the liquor board to any food to alcohol ratio?
No, we're not. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Next, I see Delegate McComas.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just briefly, Mr. Rollins, do the folks that pour the alcohol or the beer, because it's going to be beer and wine, it's not going to be any hard alcohol, correct?
That's correct. It's a beer and wine license only.
So my thought is, have they received training from the liquor board to make sure that somebody's not going to get totally blasted on the beer or the wine.
Yes, everyone
okay, so
that
they're
works for
trained.
us has been trained and gone through their certification. Yes.
And so, and obviously you're happy as well as your insurers with that training, because you don't, we don't have a dram shop, but the point is that, God knows what the legislature is going to do the next day. But the point is that you're protective of your business, just in case somebody would get too inebriated and then go out and accidentally, hit somebody, or, with their car or whatever, or hit a tree. That's a dram shop kind of thing, but then they try to go back to where it was served. And what I'm saying is you feel comfortable with your insurers and your business model and your employees, that we're going to protect the public for the folks that do use the service of the beer and wine.
Yes, without hesitation. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. Okay, so do I see any other hands up? Lance, you can help me because I don't actually see everybody.
I also do not see any other hands up.
Okay, all righty. So we'll go ahead then and end the discussion, and hopefully everyone had their questions answered. And thank you, Mr. Rawlings, for doing that for us and being present today. And we want to go ahead, because we did table this from last week to this week to receive the answers, which we have now gotten. So do we see a
Move
motion to
favorable.
go ahead? And I'm sorry, who was that? Delegate Arakan?
Move favorable.
Okay, so Lance, we have a motion on the table. We have a
Second.
first and we have a second was that Delegate Griffith?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. So Lance, if you could take the vote, starting with our vice chair.
Of course. Vice Chair McComas,
Yes, I approve.
Delegate Aragon,
Yes.
Delegate Griffith,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson A,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson S,
Yes.
and Chair Riley.
Yes.
Okay, vote passes unanimously.
Okay, thank you, Lance, for taking that for us. I appreciate it. And again, thank you, Mr. Rawlings, for being here and addressing the few concerns that we had. So we will move forward, and we will also, for Delegate McComas's purpose, and also for the hearing, we will reach out to the liquor board as well to get that letter of support.
Right. Thank you all. Thank you all for your time. And again, thank you all for what you do for Harford County.
Thank you. All right.
Go Rams.
Yeah. Okay. And everybody else, I do just want to mention that our liquor day this year will be in a new committee called GLEE. And the liquor day will be Monday, February the 23rd, if you would like to go down and watch. But I will actually be introducing the bills that we have here within the delegation. One other question, do any other members have a liquor bill out there that we have not discussed yet? Okay. Seeing none, this is wonderful. Okay, so we are finished through the agenda. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, I have first and a second. Thank you so much. Everybody enjoy your day. And Mr. Rawlings, have a safe trip. Enjoy the next couple days in Florida, even though it's chilly.
Okay. I'll be back in
Safe
Harford County
travels.
next week. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.